So what's happening YouTube, the world and everyone else? It's me again, Courtney, doing my UFC predictions. This time it's for UFC 108, which will play Saturday the 2nd of January 2010, and it's Evans versus Silva. This card has been plagued by injury, so I'll start. This is the card that I see at the moment. It might change, you don't know. But anyway, Rashad Evans versus Thiago Silva. Evans is 13-1-1. He's 5'11". Really good wrestler. Got KO power. Very quick. Very agile. He's just explosive fighter. Former light heavyweight champ. He's coming out of Jackson's MMA in New Mexico. His last fight was against Machida, which he lost by KO. Which he did the fish dance. Yeah. I didn't see that happening, but he was on a 4-fight win streak before that. He's knocked out Chuck Liddell, he beat up Forrest Griffin, and he's really come a long way since he was first on the Ultimate Fighter. And he's fighting Thiago Silva, who's out of American Top Team. He's got good Muay Thai. By the way, I think he did train at Shootbox before, and you can see that in his style of Muay Thai. Hooks, not really straight punches, more hooks than anything. So he's still got a bit of that left. I'm not sure what belt he is in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but I assume it's pretty high. His last fight was against Keith Jardine, which he won by KO, which I thought was, personally, I thought he was not lucky, but it was pretty even up to the point, and he's done his swinging hook and he caught him, but hey, but then he shot him down as well, which I liked. But yeah, he's got decent submissions. He hasn't fought the same quality of opponent as Evans, but still he's a big threat. But I think he's a bit overrated as well. But for this match, I'm going to pick Evans to win by KO or by TKO, same thing. So I'm picking Evans to win that match. Next fight on the card is Paul Daly versus Dustin Hazlett. Paul Daly is 22-8-2. He's fighting out of Nottingham, England, representing the Roughhouse team, where the likes of Dan Hardy, Jimmy Wallhead, everyone, watch out for this guy, and Bellator, watch out for him, welterweight. Andre Winner, Nick Oshipchek, Dean Amazinger. This guy, everyone knows about this guy. He knocked out Kampmann. Kampmann didn't read the memo about taking him down anyway. But yeah, Daly's a very experienced fighter. He's fought top welterweights like Jake Shields, Nick Thompson. He fought Kampmann. He's fought a lot of guys. Very well rounded. He's on a 3-fight win streak. His takedown defense is really good, although his ground grappling is not the best. But who needs it when you've got dynamite in those flipping hands, or Semtex in those hands? Yeah. And he was supposed to fight Carlos Condit, but he's facing Dustin Hazlett, who's 12-4. I think he's about 6 foot. Daly's 5'9". Hazlett's about 6 foot, 6'1". 6 submissions, six submissions. Most of his wins have come by submission. He'll have a reach advantage. And he was supposed to fight at UFC 106, but he didn't. He was supposed to fight Cara Parisian, but Parisian pulled out with mental health issues or whatever. I'm not sure. But Hazlett, has been on a streak. But his subs are good. But he's going to need some solid stand-up, because every fight starts standing up, and he's going to need it against Daly. But I'm predicting Daly to win that by KO or TKO again. I don't think Hazlett's going to be able to take him down or draw him into his game. But I think, Paul Daly to win that fight. Next fight on the card is Joe Lozon versus Sam Stout. Joe Lozon's 18-4, is 5'9". This guy burst into the UFC by knocking out Jensen, which is no mean feat at the time. Good subs, very, very quick fighter, he comes out really fast. Most of his fights are coming in the first, his wins coming in the first and second round. He's been out with injury as well, so this is his first fight back after a long layoff. And he's fighting Sam Stout, who's 14-5-1. He's 5'9" as well. He's got really good stand up. He's training with Team Tompkins. I think it's his last brother-in-law. Yeah, I think it is. I'm not sure. He hasn't been finished since 2006. His last fight was against Matt Wyman in April of 2009 this year. And he won by a unanimous decision. And in his last 4 fights, there have been wins or losses by decision, so you know he can go the distance. And he looks more focused now than he did before. I think his stand-up looks more stronger, and he looks a bit more, before he seemed like a bit of a lost cub, but now I think he's a bit more focused. But anyway, for this fight, I'm going to go with Sam Stout via KO or TKO. But I just hope he can keep it standing, because Joe Lozon can drag him into his game down on the ground. But I think Stout should win it. So I'm picking Stout to win that one. Next fight on the card is Jim Miller versus Dwayne Ludwig. Jim Miller is 5'8", he's 15-2 record. This guy he's another grinder. He's a BJJ brown belt. He's got good subs. He's a really good wrestler. Great cardio, but his stand-up's not all there. It's not great. But if he can keep going, then who cares? His only 2 losses have come to like top 10 lightweights, which is Tyson Griffin, and I think, I can't remember who the other one. Oh, Frankie Edgar, that's it. But yeah, and he's never been finished. So he's fighting Dwayne Ludwig, who's 5'10", 19-9 record. This guy's got a lot of experience, been traveled around the world, got good stand up. Yeah, he was supposed to be in the contender as well. I'm not sure. I don't know what happened with that. But anyway, yeah, his last fight was against Ryan Roberts, which he won by a submission. And he's fought some top guys. He's fought Paul Daly, he's fought BJ Penn. He's fought a lot of guys. But yeah, he's fought Eve Edwards as well, beat Eve Edwards. He's fought Takanori Gomi as well. And this is his first fight in the UFC since January 2006. But yeah, but for this fight, I'm still going to sticking with. I'm going with Jim Miller. I think Jim Miller by TKO or decision. So I'm picking Jim Miller to win that fight. The next fight on the card is Junior Dos Santos versus Gilbert Yvel. Dos Santos is 6'4". He's got a 9-1 record. Very quick for a heavyweight. Got lots of KO power. He's on a 4-fight win streak at the moment. His last fight was against Crow Cop, and he battered Crow Cop. Yeah, but he's training with Team Nogueira. But I think the Black House guys, there's Anderson Silva there, David Cheetah coming in to help him out as well. Yeah, and he beat up Fabricio Verdum in his UFC debut, which was quite good as well. He's fighting the original bad boy, Gilbert Yvel, 6'2", 36-13-1 record. This guy's got stupid KO power. Comes out of the Vosh gym in Holland where Ernesto Hughes, Remy Bonyaski train, and that other guy, what's his name? Hardonk. Lots of KOs. His sub defense is a bit rubbish. He got battered by Josh Barnett in Affliction. Yeah, but he's got a lot of experience as well. But for this fight, I'm going to pick the bad boy Gilbert. No, I'm not going to pick. Yeah, I'm going to pick Gilbert Yvel for the upset and derail Dos Santos. So that's Gilbert Yvel I'm picking. Anyway, those are my picks, my opinion. Sorry for the late posting of the video. It's been Christmas and all. Check me out on thepainpalace.com. And if you see this before the end of 2009, Happy New Year. And if you see it after 2009, Happy New Year still. This week I'm happy for the Decepticons and Megatron. Peace.